I do love Hitler. I don't really care that much about Hitler. I love him. There's a lot of things that I love about Hitler. A lot of things.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. You've seen the intro. Now we got to talk about this Kanye West, Alex Jones InfoWars thing. All right, now this podcast, this interview was so crazy that Kanye West had Alex Jones shocked. Kanye West came in here so hot, Alex Jones couldn't even handle the fire. All right, Kanye West said everything from "I love Hitler" to the Holocaust. 6 million people didn't die. The Holocaust wasn't that bad. You know, I will fight for free speech always. You know, I don't care who you are. I will always fight for free speech. I think we a better society with it than without it. But Kanye, my brother, it's time for some damage control. It's definitely time for some damage control. Now, I don't know who has seen this in its entirety yet, but I'm gonna play this minute and 30 clip, and trust me, it's enough in here for us to talk about in just this clip. But I'm gonna roll it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe while you're watching. Now let's get into it.
That's right. You're not Hitler. You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also. I love everyone, and Jewish people are not going to tell me you can love.
They really put a scene from American History X. This is like a neo-Nazi movie in the 90s. I think it came out in the 90s or early 2000s.
You can love,
really good movie.
you know, us. And you can love what we're doing to you with the contracts. And you can love what we're pushing with the pornography. But this guy that invented highways, invented the very microphone that I use as a musician, you can't say out loud that this person ever did anything good. And I'm done with that. I'm done with the classifications. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler. How about that one? Ari Emanuel, how you like?
You see, like, this is what I get from it. What I get from it is that this seems very purposeful. I don't think he's just coming up on the stage and speaking some random ideas. This seems like it was very much so planned. You know, the way he keeps repeating how much he loves Hitler. Like, it just, something about this seems very, very orchestrated. And I got to be honest, I can't tell you the method to his madness. Or if he's just mad, I can't tell you. But I will say, if he did have plans on running for president, I think it might have just been for the attention and not to really run. Because after you pull a stunt like this, no one will take you serious for president. But I just want to remind everyone really quick, though, as well. Kanye has always been the type of person, when he wanted to get a point across, or when he wanted attention, when he wanted eyes on him to really speak, he would always say something and he would never care. Remember with George Bush, he got up on national TV and said, George Bush doesn't like black people. Remember he cut Taylor Swift off for her award and said Beyonce had the best award of the year. The White Lives Matter shirts. Like, Kanye has no problem being very much seen and being very much talked about. I think he's just gotten used to it. And this seemed... History shows that when he feels like he really has to speak up and say something, he'll stop at nothing. Like he'll stop at nothing to express that. But let's keep this rolling right now.
That one. Hey, Ron, you going to do anything to fix Chicago? They want to separate and confuse the Christians and make us afraid to stand next to each other. A Christian can stand next to anyone. We can go visit R. Kelly in prison. We can go talk to Harvey Weinstein.
That's what Jesus did. So I made a video a few days ago when Trump had Nick Fuentes and Kanye over for dinner. And this was the point that I had. This was a similar point that I made. You know, people, well, first of all, Trump isn't even a president anymore. So, you know what I'm saying? There is that. But people will criticize you for who you choose to talk to and who you choose to be around. But at the same time, like I said, you have to be able to have uncomfortable conversations and, you know, talk to people who may be even a little more extreme than you, or maybe on the left when you're on the right, or, you know what I'm saying, vice versa. You have to be willing to deal with contrarian viewpoints or extreme view. You have to be able to deal with any type of any type of viewpoint, because that really is free speech. You can't control what someone's gonna say. You don't know what's in their mind. You have to be able to combat ideas of all sorts of ideas, and that's exactly what Jesus did, like Alex Jones said.
Jesus did.
Yes, because Jesus can save everyone. But if the Zionists can get us so afraid that they're going to do what they've been doing to me, attempting to put me in jail, freeze my accounts, smearing me on the media, all of these things, you put on the whole armor of God and they will not be able to break your spirit.
So, okay. I will say this about Kanye. Interestingly enough, Kanye's taken a huge liking to Hitler lately, and he feels the need to say it out loud. But it's almost ironic, because there is, when you're talking about what would Jesus do and loving one another and being able to love and talk to thy enemy, when you hear those type of things, I'm thinking like, yeah, that's good things. But when you on stage simping for Hitler, it overrides the good that you're talking about. And the same thing with Hitler, yes, he did, he was behind the Autobahn and he was a great speaker and all these other things. Me personally, I'm able to acknowledge when someone has done something impressive. You may not like them. Me personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with admitting that someone did something impressive. Someone that you don't like could do something that's impressive. Does that mean it's good? Does that mean it's positive? No, but it's just impressive. It's not, it's a hard feat to accomplish. So they get credit for doing it. But, when you have a message like Hitler had towards Jewish people, when, you put people in concentration camps, when you go down that road, it's not really much good you can do to come back from that in the eyes of man. Maybe in the eyes of God, the Nazis, they have their own confrontation with God and the Lord that they have to, that they had to overcome. But I just want to talk real quick about, loving thy enemy, right? Loving thy enemy in a biblical sense. So when he says, I love Hitler, in a biblical sense, it makes sense. In a biblical sense, I understand it, because you're supposed to love thy enemy. And right now, it seems that, religion, God, religious texts, it seems like it's very important to Kanye. So I get that. But Kanye just has to understand that when talking to normal people, especially in the West, in America, where, we're more secular than ever, people do not understand that type of religious tongue. It's very interesting. I was actually talking to a pastor yesterday from Africa, and I love the way he spoke, because, he didn't worry about offending me when he said things. He said things in plain English, exactly the way the Bible is meant to be interpreted and understood. And I love that. I love that so much. But I'm a Christian. I have thick skin. Most people aren't like me. You know what I mean? Most people just aren't. They aren't able to deal with that. So you can't just come out. You can't come out guns blazing. You can't come out guns blazing like this, because all everyone will do is just dismiss you the moment they hear this. I'm only 10 seconds in, and I could totally understand why most people that was excited or wanted to watch it just turned it off. I guess my final plea is, when you look at Kanye, just imagine someone going through something, not an irredeemable person who's canceled into oblivion and who can never be saved, because that's not your place to say. Only God could judge, not us. We're just spectators here, but God gives the true final judgment. But that's it, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe on your way out the door. Till next time, you guys, I'm out of here. Peace.